We were a little stuck, to be honest. We were looking at some options, discussions around Bryant Jennings and at home, looking at Ustinov, maybe in New Zealand, but I was getting a little frustrated and feeling that in the gut those deals didn't feel quite right. And then Eddie Hearn, of course, is the dominant promoter up here. So on Friday, just last Friday, I thought I'll give him a call. So Eddie, do you have any opportunities that we could look at? He goes, you know what, David, I'd love to work with you guys, but my fighters are sort of all tied up. I said, okay, what's happening with Dillian Whyte and Pulev? He explained some frustrations around that. I said, you know, if Parker fought Dillian Whyte, wouldn't that be a pay-per-view show? And Eddie goes, you know what, it probably would. I go, I think it'd be quite big. He goes, probably would. I said, and Whyte, he'd make a potentially career high payday. I said, why don't we stop messing around and try and make that fight happen? Eddie goes, well, I'd have to convince Dillian to drop the mandatory and I'd have to get Parker on board. And anyway, we agreed to do that. Eddie spoke to Sky TV, they liked it. Next day, everyone was agreed, let's do this fight, and we negotiated final terms. So roughly 48 hours to negotiate a 8-figure intercontinental boxing event, and a very murky at times business. And it's a testament that there's some good people in the business that you can execute a quick, fair deal with.
Joseph just said to me there that he was very keen to get back on the horse quickly after suffering what was his first defeat. He said he wasn't particularly sad or depressed by that defeat, a lot of fighters are, but he was very keen to make sure that he got in quick. And it is a reasonably quick turnaround from such a big fight to this. Do you think it was important as well that he got back in there quickly?
Well, look, when someone takes their first loss and, you know, have a few million in the bank, often they won't come back at all or they'll take a long layoff. It's great to see the hunger in Joe, and he wants to come back as quick as possible. That's good to see. And, you know, he had a run at unification and didn't make it. He's going to have another run at trying to unify the division. So he wants to knock out Dillian Whyte, earn another shot against Joshua, this time come in hard on Joshua, more pressure, let the hands go. Hopefully the referee lets them fight. Joe's got a better chin. We think Joshua's beatable, and we think if we get another chance, we're going to knock him out and hopefully unify. That's the goal.
As you put it up there, this is sort of the people's eliminator. It's not official final eliminator, and all the other governing bodies have sort of sorted themselves out. But do you feel that victory in this fight does push you into a world title shot in the next one?
Well, I think we'll certainly respectfully talk to the WBO. Joseph's been sanctioned by them most of his career, and Dillian's ranked number 2 and Joe number 5, so it's a credible, very credible matchup. So we'll respectfully sound them out about how they feel, so the fight might be given some sort of status. I think the winner's definitely one of the elite heavyweights in the world, and the winner, I mean, Whyte shook up Anthony Joshua, Parker took Joshua the distance for the first time. So the winner between them is pole position for a rematch, I think, with Anthony Joshua.
Was there any temptation on your part and Joe's part to take a smaller fight, having come back off a defeat, to take a little one, low-key, and then have another run? Or was the idea always to go straight back in at the top?
His whole career, we've gone foot to the floor. Fight often, never shy away. Took Takam for the eliminator, beat Ruiz. Then we went hard at unification. You know, we came up with that whole glass jaw strategy, and we weren't going to get that. Then suddenly we got the unification bout. Same strategy, straight back to the top as quick as possible. We don't want to waste our time with silly little comeback fights which you could lose in anyway or injure. Like, if you're going to take a risk, you may as well be paid for the risk. And that's the beauty here. Not only is it a 50-50 fight for the public, exciting styles, household names, but for the two boxers, they're going to earn good money for the risk that they're taking.
Just generally, finally, how much do you feel that you and Joe, the whole team, learned and grew and developed from what was a huge event, being part of a huge event over here? Obviously, you've done it in New Zealand, been on pay-per-view there, but this was an incredible occasion for everyone. How much do you feel that the whole team has grown from that?
Look, it was wonderful to be part of the Principality unification bouts, Parker Joshua. It's a memorable experience to see 80,000 people at boxing. You know, it's a career highlight to be part of it. We did our best. We didn't quite do enough to win, but we weren't overawed. Joseph Parker's cool as a cucumber. Nothing phases him, and so he was never overawed by it. But I think he'll come back stronger, and he's mentally tough. And I'm looking for him to knock out Dillian Whyte, and then we'll be annoying Anthony Joshua following that.
Is he the target now?
Well, look, if he unifies, and my opinion is that Joshua fights a cautious, disciplined fight against Wilder for the full 12 rounds, then he'll probably beat Wilder. But if he gets sloppy against Wilder, might get knocked out.
And then Wilder becomes a target.
Then we're going after Wilder.
Yeah.
So Joe's goal is to unify and then retire maybe age 32, 33. So hopefully we have another couple of cracks at it and actually achieve it.